Hi, Cleveland Road. Hi, Bo Guardians. Bob the Cat here for an interview with someone who's passionate about stuff. So today we have Big D.
Hello, Cleveland Road. How you doing today?
Mr. Big D. He's seen in our school. He's a tall gentleman. Big D, great to see you. We want you to know that you're an important part of our Hall of Heroes, part of our community. If it's okay, we're in a little interview space here. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Great. You have a passion for being a strong community member. What can you teach us Bobcats at Cleveland Road that can help us become better great community members?
What a great question. I think the key to being a strong community leader is having the time to go and help out your community or help out at the school. I mean, there are times where the school is doing things, and it's probably a great opportunity as a student to take ownership and help out at the school. Help with your teachers. But start off doing something at school in the classroom, and then after that expand it to your neighborhoods. But make sure you have permission from your parents, and make sure too that it's something that you feel good and comfortable doing.
Thank you. That's really nice. I think that's important. All right. Now, our core character trait this month in February is kindness. Kindness, showing others they are valuable by how you treat them. Showing others they are valuable by how you treat them. Now, may I ask how you show others you value them? And how do you use kindness from day to day?
How do I show others I value them? I think the first thing you have to do is you have to pay attention to them when they're talking and be a listener. Sometimes we find ourselves wanting to say something as opposed to listening. And I think listening is a strong indicator that you value someone. I think another thing is, in my day-to-day, I just try to spend time going to different places, allowing my presence to be there for assistance, or to let kids know that I support them. And I think that is key too, support and listening. If I had two things I would say that'll show you that you value people, is making sure that you're listening to them and that you try your best to support them.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Kindness. I think it's kind that you came and did this interview with us. You show that you value us as a community. Our Roar Essentials are our expectations for being the best Bobcats we can be. Now, respect, others before self, always growing, and responsible. May I ask, which of the Roar Essentials is your favorite?
If I had a choice out of those things you just given me, I think it would be responsibility. I think we have to learn how to be responsible. And that's not only mean taking care of yourself or taking care of your items, but it's also a responsibility to be kind, to be respectful, to be obedient, to be able to know when you're wrong, and be able to know that, it takes you to make it right. So if I had to pick one of those essentials, it would definitely have to be responsibility. We have a responsibility to make sure that we're doing the right thing and that we know what those things are.
Now, most of us did not get to see you play in the NCAA Final Four tournament. All right? Now, may I ask about that remarkable accomplishment? What about that remarkable accomplishment do you still carry in your life today? And how did you get the number 20 on your jersey? Why number 20?
Yes, I did. I played basketball at the University of Georgia, and we were fortunate to go to the Final Four, which means that we were one of 4 teams still playing to try to win the national championship. And in that, we were able to do some of the things and accomplish some of the things that I talked about earlier. We were able to be responsible. We were able to be listeners. And we became a team of friends. And to this day, we're all friends. Another thing that came out of it was that ring right there. That's a Final Four basketball ring. And it also gives me the chance to every day to see how those friendships came about and how this team came about. Just know, too, each one of you all are part of a team. In your classroom, you're part of the team, as well as Cleveland Road. You're part of the Cleveland Road team. And make sure that you live up to the things that you're supposed to do so that you can be a good part of that team.
All right. Big D, thank you so much. This has been such a nice time to hear from you. We're so glad to hear from you. Again, you're part of our community. We miss you. Is there anything else? Any other message you'd like to share with Cleveland Road?
Yes, I have one last message. Every morning, every day, I want you to really take time to appreciate who you are and how important you are to yourself. You must be comfortable. It's a saying of being comfortable in your own skin, which means that you really truly have to value yourself and know that you are important, and you are. So every morning, I want you to take time to appreciate who you are and why, because you are important to you. And make sure every morning that you take that time to let yourself know just how important you are, so that when you go out in this day and go out into your morning or afternoon, those people get a chance to see the real you.
Big D, huge pleasure. Huge pleasure. We'll have to do this again sometime soon.
Thank you so much for this time. Thank you all so much for the opportunity to share my thoughts. And I look forward to the time when I can walk back in your school and say hey to you in person.
Yes, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Big D. Number 20, Bulldog for life, Final Four participant. We love having you on the show today. Thank you for your information. Thank you for your interview. You have shown us that you value us. Your kindness has not been unseen.